everybody. I wish you could smell what it smells like in here because it is so good. Cinnamon rolls.
It's like a Cinnabon, but 10 times better.
The way he says Cinnabon drives me wild. We're going to get to that later. We have our friends from Aliveness back for Care in the Kitchen this week. We have Bill Unger and Michelle Boyer. Thank you both for coming back and joining us.
Ciao for now.
Last time they were here, it was Dining Out for Life.
Yes.
You guys are celebrating what?
Yes.
40 years?
Yes.
No.
35.
35.
Mm-hmm.
I skipped ahead 5.
Yeah, that's all
you
right.
guys- how did that do, by the way?
Wonderful.
Very, very well.
Very well.
Yeah.
We were very happy with the outcome of that.
Good
Dining
weather.
Out for Life, beautiful weather. A lot of people came out to support Aliveness, and we are grateful for that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we brought in more donations than ever before.
That's
than any
huge.
year. So we're really excited about that, and we want to thank everybody who came out and dined for life.
That is a big deal. And Michelle, tell us about the Aliveness Project. For people that
Sure.
may not be aware of what it is, you should be aware of what it is at this point now,
Yes.
but tell us about it.
Yeah, the Aliveness Project is a wellness center. It's a service organization for folks living with HIV and AIDS. And we're based in South Minneapolis. And it's a place where folks can come in and get services if they're HIV positive, things like wonderful meals that Bill can help to cook. Also case management, housing, and we also do a lot around HIV prevention and helping folks stay safe from HIV. And yeah, we have a great drop-in center in South Minneapolis.
You guys do so. It's literally like the whole umbrella. You do it all.
All
Yes, we
wraparound
do.
services. It's
Yeah.
really beautiful to be a part of. And Bill and I are going to talk a little bit about housing later today, but it's so neat to be able to provide affordable housing for folks living with HIV, and then also connect them to services that are right there in our agency to bring out an optimal life for folks.
How
Yeah.
big of an issue is that for folks trying to find housing?
It's a really big issue for our community. You know, housing in the Twin Cities area is really expensive. And so we serve about 200 people a year at our agency.
Oh, wow.
Some folks just need some immediate help, maybe some emergency help to pay back rent. And Bill has been working in that program where they just need a hand to get back on track. Say if there's a job loss, that sort of thing. But other folks need longer term help. And so we have rental assistance programs that really help folks afford rent ongoing. And then the last sort of piece for our programs, there's more and more folks who are homeless and living with HIV. So we have some homeless dedicated programs to really lift people up out of homelessness, find them a home, help them afford that home until they can get back on their feet. About 35% of people living with HIV are unstably housed.
Oh, wow.
And that's a pretty big number.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big number.
You guys do important work for sure.
Yeah,
We do.
And Michelle kind of touched on it, but talk about what you do and your role there at the Aliveness Project.
Well, 2 years ago, I started out in the kitchen. And what I did was I was a prep cook, preparing food or preparing meals to go. And I worked from probably 8 to 4 every day, Monday through Friday. The weekends were closed. And then after that, I learned enough about how important nutrition is for people that are HIV positive. So the next step there was an opening in housing. And I wanted to look at the kind of like what they do. And so now I help, I navigate, I'm a caseworker navigator. So anybody that comes in every 2 weeks for an assessment, we can navigate them kind of into the resources that we have available.
Yeah, so Bill and I and the team, as we meet folks coming in, we try to make those determinations. What can be the best intervention for you? Are you a person that's unhoused and you really need kind of full intensive supports? Or are you someone who's living in an apartment and just maybe behind on rent and just need a help temporarily?
Okay.
So yeah, we have a walk-in clinic in our housing department every other Tuesday. And that's where we meet folks. They're just welcome to come in and share with us what their needs might be.
Okay, and you, like you said, you started in the kitchen, and you were known for your cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, no, what these are my dad's cinnamon rolls. It's the recipe from my dad, Lyle Unger, who lived in Grand Rapids, where I grew up. And every Wednesday, my sister and I, there's 5 in our family, my sister and I would come home, and my dad would have these cinnamon rolls every Wednesday. So this is a recipe that I love. I brought it up. I brought it to college for my roommates. I brought it
You were the
to-
favorite.
Yeah, and I said, let's make cinnamon rolls. When you have a cinnamon roll, it melts in your mouth and everybody's happy.
You feel happy.
Yeah, and we just say ciao for now, and it's over. I mean, it's that good.
It's impossible to not smile while you're eating a cinnamon roll, right?
Oh,
It's
it's
like a hug in your
Everybody
mouth.
loves them.
Right.
So should we
right.
get started?
Yes.
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 Okay, well, get
my
let's-
phone out of
okay.
here.
Have
This
you
is the-
changed anything from your dad's recipe? Or is
Okay,
it the
now,
same?
yes, he would make the bread from scratch to go quicker. I got it frozen, but you get up at 1 o'clock and you start proofing it.
morning?
Yeah.
Wow.
And so you can make it and then use yeast and then make it from, he would do everything from scratch. But to move the process along, I bought frozen bread dough. And so I got up at 1 today to start proofing this, which I call foofing it, because when the
Foofing.
cinnamon rolls are made, they're foof on the loose. They're really good. So what we do is we go like this and get some flour down.
Love
I
that.
got the butter going. Now
Yeah,
we
that's
use
so much butter.
a lot of butter. Butter's good. We use salted or unsalted. You just make sure that's nice and warm. But the more butter, the richer the bowl.
yeah.
Wow.
All
More
right.
butter's never a bad thing.
Yeah. Now what we're going to do is you look at this.
Look at that.
This is the dough.
Wow.
And what we do here is I spank it down. There we go.
Oh,
That's what
spank,
you call it.
spank.
Yeah, that's what you call it.
I like it.
Yeah. And this is what makes it. Now you don't want to do it too much. But
Right,
what
don't
I'm
wanna
gonna do-
over-knead.
You don't want to over-knead it.
How many cinnamon rolls when you were in the kitchen making these at the Aliveness Project kitchen?
Well,
how many would you go through, you think? or make?
160?
A week
Wow.
or
No, a day.
a
Oh
day?
my
Oh,
goodness.
yeah.
So you
Oh, yeah, they like the rolls.
Yeah.
They sure do. Now, we're going to go like this, but now what I do is we kind of just go like that.
He makes it look easy.
Yeah.
I'd be like
I know.
ruining it
I would
already.
be crying at this point.
And then I get this pan nice and warm.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to go like that, and that makes the juice.
Look at all that.
Now what we do is we get this ready here, and I'm going to tell you
Yeah.
to cut up some of those.
Sure.
Everybody loves nuts.
Yeah,
Everybody.
yeah.
But we're going to make half nuts and half not nuts.
Okay.
All right.
In
And
case
then-
anybody's allergic or anything
Yeah.
like that. Right.
And you can use different pans. I mean, today we're just kind of.
This is massive.
And then that's nice and warm. So that warms your pan. And then,
Is that a cinnamon sugar mix or just
yeah,
cinnamon?
no, I make my own. You just use white sugar and put as much cinnamon in there as you want.
Okay.
That looks good.
Yeah. And then to get the edges, you just use spray around your edges so they don't stick when you flop this pan over. Okay?
Oh,
And
we're
Bill,
gonna
did I
flop
hear you
over.
say
I
you're-
see.
Your dad would make these on a Wednesday?
On a Wednesday.
Because at the Aliveness Project, that's Bill's day to
Yeah.
also make
Cinnamon
the
rolls.
cinnamon
I love
rolls.
that.
I never knew that.
We kind of like that idea.
That's awesome.
And so then, now what we're going to do is roll this bread out. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, Bill, is this
See,
enough
I
nuts
always
or should
cheat
I
just
do
by
a
the
few
can.
more?
That's good.
Okay.
This is-
The Pillsbury can.
Pillsbury
you pop
can,
It
I
open
pop
and it.
it and-
Yeah. This is a lot more intensive. We're
But
not
they
bakers.
these taste so much better.
Yes, it's
You
better when
Sorry,
it's fresh.
Mr. Pillsbury, who watches
Yes, I'm sure he is.
the Doughboy watches too.
How long does it take to roll this out? It
You
takes
know,
a lot of
not
effort.
very
it
long.
seems. Okay.
You know, it just depends. Now, this is pretty well proofed. So this is going to go pretty quick.
Okay.
And you just take your time. I mean, you can have your friends come over and help you. Like, you know.
It's fun to watch.
Maybe-
It's kind of
It is
mesmerizing. It's kind of
mesmerizing.
I
mesmerizing.
like the idea of like playing some music, having a glass of wine, and just
Oh,
cinnamon rolls?
wonderful.
just making cinnamon rolls.
Or a mimosa.
Or coffee.
Yeah.
You normally eat them at breakfast, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I eat them at night, 1 o'clock in the morning, whenever you want to get up.
Hey, if you gotta eat a roll, you gotta eat a roll.
With
Yeah.
you two, you get up early, so I would
It's
have one
true.
right when you get out of bed. Why not
Why
have the
not?
coffee
That's right.
ready?
Yep.
Helps with the energy in the morning.
You're
right?
not a kidding.
Look at this. It is mesmerizing.
It is. It evolved from a blob to
Yeah.
a nice
It's taking
flat
shape,
sheet now.
isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So the kitchen, you guys make food for meals for people to
We
go,
do.
and then
Yes.
also people can get groceries in a sense.
That's right, yeah.
Okay.
You know, last year the Aliveness Project served 44,000 meals.
Oh, wow.
In the course of a year. So our members can get up to 3 meals a day. We have a community lunch in our dining room. So folks can come in and get a hot lunch, very nutritious. And that's really important for folks living with
Right.
HIV and AIDS to just get that good nutritional grounding. So we also have a food shelf that people can access once every couple weeks and
Beautiful
get
food
fresh.
shelf.
Yeah.
And you make an appointment with the front desk, and they take 18 people per day, and you walk through, and you can get a full food shelf.
Wow.
And
I love our food shelf. It's like a little market. It
Yeah.
really feels like you're shopping in a little store.
Grocery store type
It doesn't feel institutionalized or anything. There's lots
Right.
of fresh fruits, fresh veggies.
they have a good staff
Yeah.
in there.
Yep.
And they have volunteers. Now, in order to get one of these cinnamon rolls, you certainly can volunteer. And once you volunteer, I'll give you a cinnamon roll. Yeah, we call it chow for now. Come on down.
Do you need me to help? I'm gonna chow for now. I gotta earn my
Alicia's ready.
keep.
Okay, now what we're gonna do is it even does a little bit more butter, so we put some more butter on
More
here.
butter. Never a bad thing.
And then,
Oh my goodness. Look at that.
Holy cow.
now these are real rich, okay?
Oh, they are. You
They're
say?
real rich. Yeah.
It's a surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
No
Now-
keto diet here.
what I
No.
learned from my dad is to make sure that the butter gets all on the edges. And some people let it go. Well, then not every roll gets the butter. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Every bite's gotta be
Oh,
amazing.
Got to cover all of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Now what we do is I put on some sugar. Okay. There we go.
Whoever invented
It's
the
fun to
cinnamon.
watch.
It really is. You could have your own little like YouTube cooking show.
Oh,
There's an idea, Bill.
I think so. Okay, then we go
No, we
like
need them in the
that.
housing program. Don't take them away from us yet.
It is fun there, though. We have a good staff at Aliveness.
We do.
We have an excellent executive director. We have 5 directors there. You can go to any one of them, and they'll help you with anything. That's what, and it's such a close community staff.
Yeah, it really
that
is.
It's great.
Yeah.
Okay, now what I'm doing is I'm going to roll this.
Okay, I was very curious about this part.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is rolling it.
Rolling.
Yeah,
Is this the hardest part?
yeah, and you kind of pull it, get it tight. Okay,
Okay.
like that, like that.
This is great.
And you can, a lot of people, you know, they're not into baking. You know what? They're afraid to bake. Don't be afraid to bake.
I
Just
am.
do it.
Yeah,
Just do it.
Alicia is a great cook. She baking in her just
It's because
not-
it's the math and the science, and I always
it's
am like,
chemistry.
a little here, a little
a
more
lot
there.
of it is chemistry. You know?
Okay. Now, there we go. Okay. Now, this is called the cutter. Now, I cut that like that, and I cut that like that. Now, you can still use those, okay?
You should.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
They
like
look
that.
so good.
And then we cut them like this, like that, like that.
Have you never seen cinnamon rolls
The
being made?
entire time I was wondering, how is this flat piece of dough going to turn
Gonna
into a
turn
cinnamon
into a
roll?
It's so
I get it
small.
now.
They're-
You roll it. That's why they call it a cinnamon roll. I'm
There
having
you
a lot
go.
of revelations today. I just got back from vacation. I'm tired.
It's all right.
Things are clicking now. I get
Okay.
it now.
So now we're going to put some nuts over here, okay?
Oh.
Not many, just, you know. But everybody likes nuts.
I see the method here. It's like an upside down cake, essentially, when you take it out of the oven.
Oh,
you flip
yeah.
it up.
I turned it upside down on a sheet pan, a cookie sheet, and they come right out.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Do these have to proof a little more
Yes,
and
they
get
do.
fat again?
Yeah, I proof them for about, I would say, 25 minutes, and then they'll double in size. I put a wet towel over them, a warm wet towel, so it brings the
Moisture
proof
up. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, it's time and dedication for how long it does actually take from start to finish.
Yeah. Yeah, it's, well, if you were to make the dough, you'd start at 5 o'clock and then let it proof for a good hour.
Okay.
And then you could start. And then but the thing is you need them to proof twice.
Right.
So they're moist. Okay, then what I do is these ends, a lot of people ask, you can just go like this.
And make a
Make a
mega
massive
roll.
one.
Yeah, and you know what? Just put them down. There.
They all taste the same.
Wow.
Yeah, they're going to be on
Same
the loose anyway. Okay.
Same ingredients.
So then what's nice about this countertop is that you can just move everything over and then you can start your next deal.
Right.
Now, these can be proofed, so these would go over here.
okay. They proof for
Yeah.
30 minutes, like you said.
Nice and warm. Just so they're real nice and warm. And then you can start your next section. and then do that. Now, we have some already done. Okay?
The magic of television.
So,
everyone.
I'm excited about this, everyone.
this is
Ready?
what, yeah.
It smells
Okay.
so good in here.
Here we go.
Big reveal.
Yep.
And these are those. And then what we're going to do is we're going to decorate them. Do you want to get the whipped cream?
Yes, sir.
And then these are going to be real hot now. Okay? So what we do is you
You guys make
decorate
this
them.
homemade whipped cream too.
Yeah, this
Isn't
is
it
homemade
something?
whipped cream, and you can just put them on there.
Oh my
They're
goodness.
so warm.
Yeah,
It's sizzling. I don't know if you guys can hear this at home, but
they're just ready. Okay, and you can put as much as you want on. Okay, now for Pride, since Pride is the last weekend in June, you can decorate them. However, and you know what? I like have kids do it. You know, you can have whatever colors you want. Yeah, you
Fun.
can. You can
Jason's
decorate
going for it.
them.
gives it a little bit of blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blue's my favorite
Love it.
color. There we
Blue.
go. Look at that.
That's
Oh, that's great.
fun.
Yeah, and then you can color. Yeah.
Is
Little
Aliveness
yellow.
doing anything special for Pride at all?
We
or are you going to be in the
are.
parade?
Yeah, Pride is a huge day for us at the Aliveness Project. We'll be we'll be marching in the parade on June 30th and passing out lots of goodies there and having a presence at the park. We'll have a booth and provide a lot of fun and education really
Right.
for around HIV. So yeah, we're very much looking forward to the Pride event this year.
Yeah, we'll be there too.
We will be out
Oh,
there.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
gonna
we'll
be a
see you
big
there.
That's
weekend.
always a good time.
Big weekend. They
Yep.
expect a lot of people. Let's hope the weather's nice. And then I just garnish it, you know, with some
spices.
nice deals.
Wow.
Yeah. And now
Bill.
here's some plates. And
Voila, voila.
He thinks of
voila.
everything.
there you go.
All
And
right.
now you can try
Just
them.
grab.
Ciao for now. Thank you so much for having us here. Aliveness appreciates it a lot.
You think
It's
I'm
a
sharing with
wonderful,
you?
I thought
wonderful
you were-
nonprofit.
Hold on.
It
let's-
really
Thanks so
is.
much,
Thank
Care
you.
11.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, we've been partners for how long?
Yeah.
More than a decade at least.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah.
This is really hot.
This is the best or the best TV station there is.
You heard it
Yes.
here
Yes.
first, everyone.
Are you coming after this one?
He's
Yes.
looking like it.
What?
Yeah.
Do you think I'm going to share one of
I
Bill's
don't get-
cinnamon
I
rolls?
don't get my own. Jeez. Caring is sharing. or
Not
sharing is caring,
and when it
whatever.
comes to Bill's cinnamon roll.
You ready?
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Nothing's better than with homemade whipped cream too. There's something about it.
Oh my goodness.
I feel
Lovely.
that you taste the love, Bill.
Bill, these are amazing.
Are you happy you didn't share with me now?
I'm very happy. In fact, I'm taking the rest of the tray.
Oh, all right. Aliveness, where can people go for more information?
Yeah, well, we have a website, alivenessproject.org. We're also at 3808 Nicollet Avenue. Stop on in. We love giving tours. We love showing people around. If you're interested in volunteering, we would love to have you. Come in, get a cinnamon roll, and many volunteer opportunities as well. So come check us out.
I love it. Thank you both, Michelle, Bill. This is amazing.
It's melting in my mouth.
Thank
Anything
you.
else? Yeah, he's
Oh,
just
good.
like
so much
crushing it.
for having us here.
Yeah,
Come back
thank you so
anytime. What are you
much.
going to make next time?
Oh, ribs. We'll do it on the back out there. Ribs.
Cinnamon rolls and rib. Oh
I
my
agree.
goodness.
We got to have ribs next time.
We're just gonna make him a weekly guest at this point.
I'll get away from the kitchen or the housing.
No, we don't like that idea. Yeah.
We do. All right. Thank you both.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
That's a wrap.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.